You're watching Non-Drop Urban Audits. Today, we are in Rotherham.
Welcome to Wentworth. What the fuck have they done with this? Welcome to Wentworth Woodhouse, home of the white deer. And don't do any of these things, but apart from that, you're quite welcome to stay away. And this is Angela's path. She died here many years ago, drowned in river. Cottage, anyone? Anyone? A rusty knob. Talking of which, here I am. And talking of cottaging, this is a beautiful cottage. Now that reflection causes problems for my autistic brain. Yep, sure is. But I bet it's got a flooded cellar. Really nice. Antique pebble dash. Windows open, so be back later with my ladders. You know, when I was younger, old men were like 65, 70, and that's about as old as they got. They'd be like, you'd see them walking up road, coming home from work, covered in black oil and shit, and they'd be strong blokes, and then they'd have an infection or something like that, and then a week later they'd be dead. There were no illness. They were almost like big strong fellas, and then they died about 70, 75. We're now living 90 or something like that. You know, average has gone up quite a lot. But if you see people nowadays, they get to 65, they've got oxygen masks on, in a wheelchair, they've got obesity, they've got health problems galore. And I was just thinking, we're living longer, but we're dying sooner. I got a tiny little knife today, a Whitby knife to somebody, and I were undoing it for the first time, not realising that the razor sharp thing went straight to the point, and as I opened it, it nearly took my fingertip off. I couldn't stop it bleeding for about 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know if you can see that little Goric thing. Before they fenced it off, you could go and sit in that. The old Goric Lodge temple thing. Yeah, very nice. And it was just around here that a stag once came out and encircled me. This frightened me to death, so pushing bike, and it got bar ends, so it looked like it got antlers. And this thing come round with bits of stuff on its ears, all that leaves and whatever, and he was walking round, and I thought, if he goes for me, there's nowhere I can run to. It's alright, mate, I didn't need any room. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. Can you see it yet? Well, I've got to say this is one of the worst antique car shows I've ever been to. Look, a Morris, and in front of it is a Ferrari. Can you see it yet? It's the longest fronted building in Europe. What an abortion, they've made it. It is a truly amazingly beautiful building. It's like 2 in 1, because the central bit, what the front you see, if you enter the opposite side, it's a totally different period. Totally different. And that's where they live. They're saying it's not about pride, but they're saying it's about inclusion of people you wouldn't necessarily associate with a stately home, like gay people. I still recommend everybody come and actually, at least once, come and actually have a look at it, and then go inside and have a look round. It's like Chatsworth. But look at that for a front path. We are bold. We are custodians. We are industrious. We are curious. We are nurturing. We are rather It does have its moments, I suppose. But it's all being gold-leafed. Me and Gloria Fidesz. Well, Mia and Gloria were normal sisters, and Fidesz were that one that nobody talks about because she was a slightly different colour. Keep its eye. Rather spoils day, doesn't it? It's like a lot of shotguns going off. It's quite unbelievable, but this is the stable block, and it's a big square with an internal place where they could walk horses around. But it's probably better than most stately homes itself. And the clock is solar powered, and it's got 4 sundials, 1 for each. Yeah, what about north? What a point. I mean, north? Investing in Rotherham's future. I didn't think Rotherham had got a future. Well, that was Wentworth Wall. The fuck was that? With the smallest helicopter pad you've ever seen. Now this guy was singing away and chatting to himself, and I thought, ooh, got one. Nutter on bus. Well, I hope at some point during this inane drivel you enjoyed something, found something funny. As normal, I've enjoyed it. I'll catch you hopefully on the next one. You'll stick around long enough. Any questions, any comments, please make them. I'm lonely in my little cell. Yep. Let's catch you on the next one, guys, and thank you all to the 36. Catch you soon.